How is all, and welcome back to another video of Look Be a Landlord. Bit of news, I went to see Dune last night, the new movie that came out, and it is pretty good. I well recommend it. I'm not going to say much about it, don't want to spoil it, but I'd recommend going to see it if you're kind of on the fence, or if you enjoy fantasy, not fantasy but like sci-fi movies. And that leads into today's question. I know there was a Dune movie made in, I believe, the late 80s, early 90s with Patrick Stewart in it. I'm not entirely sure, but I know it was pretty long ago. And I've seen clips of the movie. Admittedly, I haven't watched the entire movie, but I've seen clips, and I think it really suffered from the lack of good special effects back then. So for today's question, what examples can you think of that remakes are better than the original? And this is one of the few examples. In general, I reckon remakes tend to be worse than the original, particularly the amount of remakes, or a lot of the remakes which have been made lately in the last 5-10 years tend to be worse. The only other example I can think of, although I'm sure there are many, is I watched the Dread movie when it first came out, and that's the second one with Karl Urban in it. And that also great movie to watch, really good, and that was miles better than the movie that was made in the 80s with Sylvester Stallone. I think the Stallone one suffered quite a lot from maybe Stallone being too famous, or I don't know. I mean, he spends quite a lot of the 80s movie with his helmet off, which for anyone who's read anything about Judge Dredd, not really in character at all. But yeah, those two. I'm sure there are other remakes, so let me know. I'd be interested to get some recommendations. Let's jump right in. We are on floor number 8 today. So the big change here is rent payment 11, cost 25 more. Shouldn't be too much of a trouble. Let's jump in. Let's see what we have waiting for us today. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. We are picking up a lockbox just because it was the worst or the best bad option, and a anchor. It's not too bad. I'll take another lockbox. I will take an early coal. The dwarf is also a decent pickup there. And we made the 25 rent payment with 9 left over. I'm going to pick up the sloth. It's worth 2 per turn, and it has a few interesting synergies. I'll take 50s here, I guess. Maybe we could go into a suits run. I'll take a cultist as well. Here I'll take a present. Okay, and a bubble is pretty good. Gives 2 per turn and then removes itself. We made the 50 rent payment with 12 left over. 5-sided dice is great. It's worth 3 on average. Let's take Jack-o'-lantern. Let's take a... Do I still have that bubble? Let's take a chemical 7. I don't want any of these. I'll take the big ore just because it's worth 2. I'll take another 5-sided dice. That's alright. We'll skip all these. And I'll take a gambler. That shouldn't last too long with the 2 5-sided dice. Should only last... Each turn is like a 1 in 5 chance it disappears, so... No, 2 in 5 chance it disappears, so it should last like less than 3 turns. We made the 100 rent payment with 22 left over, 150 due in 6 spins. A lucky capsule is fantastic. Shrine is not great, to be honest, unless we go General Zarov, which I suppose we might. So I'll go with Shrine. It will give me a spirit for the gambler, which I guess is okay. Let's take what's been destroyed so far. I'm happy with all of them. I'll take the time capsule. Let's re-roll here for something better. The dwarf, I guess, will do. Let's get rid of the flower. There goes our gambler. Let's take another gambler. Again, shouldn't last long. In fact, it's gone straight away. We don't want another lockbox. I wouldn't mind a way of getting rid of them. Let's pick up a candy here, I guess. It is worth 2, which isn't too bad. We made the 150 rent payment with 40 left over. Checkered flag gives me 28 gold with the slot, which isn't fantastic. I think coffee essence is worth more. Let's take... I think yellow pepper. I think just for the 20. I'll take a essence capsule and I'll take treasure map just in case we don't manage to get rid of these before that. Bit desperate. Let's pick up a pinata in case we take a toddler. That'd be really good. We'll skip all these 5 spins in order to get 120. We need about 25 per spin. There's a toddler, that's fantastic. I'll take another present for the toddler, so take a void creature because it removes itself. Take a beer for the dwarf or another coal. We've got quite a lot of symbols to go for a coal. I'll take a beer instead. Let's skip all of these and take a reroll capsule. And we made the 225 rent point with 162 left over. That is with the extra 2 spins from the coffee essence. Let's ninja and mouse. We'd have to pick up a ninja and a mouse. That'd make them worth 3 and 4, which is not fantastic. I'll take red suit's essence instead. A dove is fantastic. No matter what you're doing, you can always throw a dove into it. Let's take Lefty the rabbit for rabbit fluff. I don't think it's something we want. I'll take fish tank. Okay, don't want any of these. Let's reroll for an essence capsule. We should be okay for the next rent, yeah, without a problem. Okay, dove is growing already. That's fantastic. Let's take another pinata for the toddler. I think is probably better than the essence capsule. Let's take a removal capsule, that's great. And we'll skip these. Let's start removing some symbols. Probably remove the cultist and remove the pearl, I guess. Let's take, we made the 300 rent payment with 169 left over. Let's take cardboard box essence for the removal. I'll take egg carton essence and we will take capsule machine essence maybe. We could get 3 common items here. Do I want 3 common items? Or we could just get a bartender. I'll just take the bartender. I'll take red pepper is useless, brown pepper I guess. Whenever a symbol is added, it's not fantastic. Let's reroll here for a reroll capsule. I don't think so. I might add some diamonds though. Don't want anything here. We're going to try and remember that we have the capsule machine essence. Actually, I'm going to switch that off until I get a capsule that I want. I'll take a beer. Probably an essence capsule, maybe a removal capsule. Let's skip these. We're doing pretty good. That toddler is really doing well. And the dove is up to +8, of course. 55, we made the 375 rent payment with 263 left over. Let's reroll here for a reroll capsule. Don't think so. Time capsule or a moon. A moon isn't too bad either. Pretty much everything from the time capsule is good for us. We don't want 3 of them though, I don't think. I'll take triple coins because we do still have a coin, and I'll remove the cherry, I guess. Not sure what the time capsule gave us there. I think it was a candy. Let's re-roll this for bar soap is great. It's good for the dove, it's good for the toddler, it's just great. Another pinata, I'm happy with that as well. We'll skip these. Okay, we have our 3 removals here. Will I take another coal? I'll just take a gambler. It won't last long. Let's remove the anchor. Let's remove the big ore, and let's remove the sloth, I think. Yep. Okay, we're doing great at the moment. Let's take a goldfish for the goldfish bowl. Let's skip all this. Okay, and we made the 450 rent payment with 239 left over. Time machine essence is great if I can get a coal for it. And I guess reroll essence will give us some amount of money. I'll take another hearts and checkered flag. We've just removed the slot, but I guess checkered flag is still okay. Okay, let's take another candy for the toddler. Do I want another toddler? No, I'll take another key, and I'll actually... We have treasure chest as well. There's another hearts. The aim is to get 4 of them. Do they have to be next to each other? Nope. Okay, 83 on that turn. That's great. I'll take an item capsule. A white pepper. Take a tedium capsule. Okay, we'll skip these. Did that? Let me just double check. Did that that key manage to take out all 3 lockboxes with the help of the dove? That's fantastic. I'll add this anyway, but it means we might have to get rid of a key, I reckon. Actually, the dove key and chest interaction is great, because if the dove stops the chest from being destroyed, the key also doesn't get destroyed, because it only destroys itself after it destroys something else. So that's a great interaction. Let's take the gambler, I guess. Let's make the 575 rent payment with 355 left over. We're doing fantastic at the moment. Do I want General Zarif? He's not great for the toddler. He is great though for spirits and just in general. Yeah, I'll take General Zarif, I think. And I'll take... Wanted poster will add some more thieves. Let's see if the toddler manages to get rid of the candy before General Zarif gets rid of the toddler. He managed to get rid of 1, that's not too bad. Let's take a wealthy capsule. Is that the toddler gone, is he? I believe so. So taking General Zarif here kind of guarantees that we're not going to go very far into endless mode, but we'll probably get to endless mode because General Zarif gives us a big burst of cash, and then these spirits themselves are pretty good, and then the spirits getting removed will buff up the toddler. We also have the diamond stuff going on, so all in all, not too bad whatsoever. General Zarif has also gotten rid of the bartender, which is great. I was kind of worried he might get rid of the bartender and get rid of the dwarf and leave the bartender, but nope, worked out pretty good. Let's take a thief. Let's take a hustling capsule. That's great. Hustling capsule is putting up the dove. We could take a coin just to fill up empty space. Sure, why not? Okay, let's take another thief. The longer the thief survives, the thief is worth about 11 per turn, I think, because we have the thief item. But we made the 625 rent payment with 641 left over. I'll take triple coin essence, that's pretty decent, and I'll take bowling ball essence. General Zarif does remove a comedian, doesn't he? He does indeed. Let's take card shark essence. Let's take quiver. Wouldn't mind adding an arrow. Let's skip all these. Let's take, because we have a candy, I'm going to take the toddler. Hopefully he might get to the candy before General Zarif gets to him. I'll add an arrow because we do have quiver. Okay, essence capsule is great, and I'll switch on the capsule machine essence for the essence capsule. Okay, the toddler didn't manage to get to the candy, but that's okay. We have another essence capsule here now. I wonder, did I get 6 from each of them? I'm not entirely sure how that works. Oh, no, I did, because I got 6. That'd be 3 from each of them. So that was fantastic. They both gave us triple the amount. Couldn't have asked for better. Let's take a hooligan. Let's take a dwarf. It's a very thin deck at the moment. We don't want a present. I'll just take a reroll capsule. And we made the 700 rent payment with 868 left over. So we've already won this. I guess I'll take this. Would be pretty interesting with General Zaref actually, because most of the stuff he produces he can eat. There's a lot of animals in there as well, is the only problem. How are we doing for removals? 2. Also, this is it with Dove? This is broken? I figured this out recently. I think it's with Dove. No, it's not. It's with the one that stops spirits from being destroyed. Presumably you get the same interaction with doves though. I'll take Shrine Essence. I'll take Golden Carrot Essence. Out of these, I'll take Lime Pepper, I guess. Let's take Instant Ramen. Let's take Booster Pack Essence. Let's take Instant Ramen Essence. Let's take Yellow Pepper, I guess. I'll take a Silver Arrow. I'll take Big Symbol Bomb, or I could skip all these. Let's skip all these. Let's take Big Symbol Bomb and Grave Rubber. Alright, I think we got a bit stronger. Not ridiculously strong, but definitely more interesting. Take a Bounty Hunter. I'll take a Light Bulb for the diamond. Why not? We could take a Watermelon. It is very rare. It's worth 4. Might as well, I guess. Okay, we get a rabbit. That's not fantastic. Let's skip this. I'm really hoping to get faces from these and not animals. We might as well take an urn. Might as well take a white creature, I guess. It does remove itself and then it gives us Wait, what just happened there? How did I get an ore? Where is this? Yeah, it's not possible for this to give me an ore, right? How did I get an ore? I didn't pick that, did I? I don't know. If anyone knows how that happened, I'm gonna have to look it back. Wait, I got 5. Alright, I must have gotten... Is it possible for it to give me a golem? It is. So I must have gotten a golem that was then destroyed instantly. That's incredibly annoying. Let's start working on these ores. That's a downside. Luckily we've already won, so it doesn't really matter. Let's skip these. Yeah, that completely trashed my deck. I think that Shrine Essence is actually just terrible, to be honest. It completely trashed my deck. Give me a load of ore. A dog. Didn't give me... I don't think it gave me anything that General Zaref could eat. Maybe a miner. I got a miner from somewhere, but that's alright. We made the 777 rent payment with 1,493 left over. No thanks really to the final batch of item essences, but luckily we were very strong already. It's amazing, just with the jack-o'-lantern item and a few pinatas, we got such an influx of cash. It's such a strong item to get early on with a pinata. The change from 5 candies to 7 has really buffed that item if you have jack-o'-lantern, of course. It's alright without it, but not obviously as good. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to leave it there for today. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing for more videos like this every day. Until tomorrow, take care of yourselves and cheers for now.